Yo, what's up everybody? It's yours truly, Mr. Lang. We're about halfway through this courthouse cleaning and it's 1 o'clock, I believe. So, making great time. We're using the Gardiner with the Gooseneck extension. I don't know if you can see that. It's a really cool gooseneck though, about 2-foot gooseneck, really helpful for these windows. Makes it a little bit awkward to work with, but it's not like super bad. So, me and Colt were cracking up because we're actually out here using the pole now. Or, you know, earlier in the video, we were like messing around and trying to fully extend it and then lift it up, fully extend it, and we just couldn't make sense. We're like, there has to be an easier way. Well, after we're out here cleaning, we fully extend the pole, right? And everybody, I'm sure a lot of people are like already know this. Well, we never had to use extensions, so we fully extend the 47-foot pole that we got, and then I realized I was about 20 feet short. And then I looked at Colt, I was like, duh. And he's like, what? And I was like, grab an extension. This is how you add the extensions. You just took the rubber cap off and then pop the extension on once it's already extended. So it's not inconvenient at all. It's really cool. It's kind of like you fully extend the pole and then you realize, oh crap, I need some more length, and then you add your extension. But yeah, it's going really well. All the windows are hydrophilic, so we're not having trouble there. It is misting and drizzling, but that doesn't bother us because rain is actually distilled water. So rain, a lot of people say, oh, of course I get the windows clean and then it rains and ruins them. It's the rain. The rain does not ruin the windows or make the windows dirty. Like, yeah, you see the water spots, but it's because there's dirt on the windows, and then the raindrops hit it and causes all these, you know, spots. But or maybe you have like a sprinkler system and it's hard water, but actually rain falling from the sky does not make a window dirty. So as long as the window's clean, it can rain on the window and not affect it, if that makes sense. So I know when I heard that, I thought it was interesting. It's a nice little selling feature. I tell my clients, I give them a 3-day rain guarantee. We've never had to honor it, and it's rained a lot after and during jobs, but they agree. They're like, you know, there's nothing wrong with the windows. They still look great. So, all right, we're gonna get back to it though. I'm not trying to sit here and record all day on the job like this. These windows are very dirty, and they're coming clean really, really well. Comboed with the Cadillac of water-fed poles, Gardiner. This is definitely the Cadillac of water-fed poles, and a really, really nice brush. The Tucker hybrid boar's hair with a nylon perimeter. I like it. There's a few other brushes out there I do want to try out, but this brush has been doing well, and the 18 inches is really nice because those 12 inches would be here all day. So, well, we'll be here all day regardless, but you know what I mean. All right, boys, I'm gonna get back to work. This is the end of the video. If you like, well, maybe it won't be the end of the video, so I won't say all that. Maybe something else cool will pop up. Hey everybody. You know who the hell it is. It's yours truly, Mr. Lang. We got this big Dumbo Gardiner water-fed pole. Maybe come stand a little closer because it's probably so windy they won't be able to hear me. There's always some guy complaining that I need to get a mic, but I don't want to have a full production crew on job sites. So I make do with an iPhone. Look at the bend in this thing. It's a whole different technique doing it this high up. You just kind of have to get the window wet and hope for the best.
I'm gonna try to get a different angle so they can really see the bend in it. It might seem like it's bending a lot. We had a different pole that was made out of aluminum. It would bend twice as much at that at half the height, just be bouncing all over the place. This thing is awesome.
It's so hard to even get it to move like Like I'm basically dividing the window into 3 vertical rows because the brush takes up that many rows. And it's so hard to get it to like smoothly transition to the next row without it like flipping over or shooting all the way to the corner. It's totally different. So at some point, so I have it on the right, and I've done probably like 5 passes. You know, a little more aggression. Bottom, a little more top, because you can't do much. All right, so here I'm gonna try to transition the middle. I'm in the middle. That went smooth for the most part. AC thing turns on. So try to look at like how I move my hands. I basically just push it up and then I let it fall back down. If you do like too much with your hands, it'll cause so much bend. It'll just flop all over or flip over and stuff. You can't control it. You really gotta let like the weight of the brush do the work. That easy. I was moving too fast, it flips over. Say that window's about done. Hopefully it looks alright. But yeah, that's the best. That's all you can do, especially at these heights and this angle. This is totally gated and locked, so we can't even get in here anyway. So we're standing like 20 to 30 feet away from the building, and it's super high up. But you can make it happen. Let's show them how to start recording.
Yeah.
Let's show them how we're going to drop to the next row.
Okay.
Extension begun.
A little bit easier now without the extension.
It's the bend and this crazy long gooseneck.
Honestly, at this height, I think the gooseneck helps.
Really?
I do. So it acts like a weight, like turns the brush head into more of a weight. Whereas like the other one is just like at the top of the brush. It's a lot harder to.
But it's way less hard to flip it because.
That's true.
It extends that pivot point so far out that it's like the weirdest little movement. It's like pop.
That is true. I don't know. I'll have to try it.
It works when the window's recessed enough, like if the window's deep. But these windows really don't even need it. It's the ones on that half of the building. They're like twice as deep. This is the extension they put in 2011. And the windows are a little bit different, not as recessed. here really will stick to the glass. So we're actually also trying to avoid hitting the frames too much. So on the first floor windows, we hit the frames really well because everybody can see like spider webs or bugs, or you know what I mean. So we're gonna like scrub those pretty well, and then the glass. But all these are metal frames and they're pretty oxidized. So it's honestly the least, if you like can avoid touching them at all, then you won't disturb that oxidation, and then you won't have as many issues with the oxidation running. You know, it's kind of like you just want to leave it alone. But the first floor windows, even if they're oxidized, it's probably a good idea to clean them up really well, because you don't want to just have clean glass and a ton of bugs and spider webs all around the window. That don't look right. When it's way up there, nobody can see really, so, and there's really nothing up that high. The bugs are all down low. It's sketchy having that happen because you don't want, you don't want to scratch the glass or anything. But
I'm almost thinking about putting like a rubber barrier around it.
well, the thing is, at least their gooseneck is just carbon fiber. The high modulus is carbon fiber, so it's pretty forgiving. It's like the clamps. That's what I would worry about. It's little clamps because they got plastic edges. But at least it's plastic. If it was metal, then yeah, we'd have a huge issue. It could potentially even break the window or chip it. But probably good. So we don't have the best setup for this. We could have probably got done a lot faster if we, had our system on a reel and, a little booster pump, but we're running off of 2 carts. So we're having to stop and move our carts around and get tangled up with hoses, and our pressure is not the best. We could still hook up a pump, but then that's another thing to get tangled up in and move around, electric cords. We're getting enough water to make it happen, but a lot more flow would be ideal. All right, my shoulders are killing me. Do you want to move it to the next thing and cut the camera?
Sure.